so it's absolutely right that it's here that the Discover Islam Week is on, and I wish you all the very best with it.
It's really great honor and privilege to be here. I came here just 2 days ago for the first time, and I was just inspired by some of the students that I met. And I just want to say that, you know, of course, we've come here and wanting to talk to you, but and say that, you know, we've been shown up as small amount of role modeling, but really you are our future, and you are going to be the role models that we're all wanting and you know, aspiring to. So I just want to say thank you very, very much for doing this program, and the message is absolutely clear that British Muslims are participating, British Muslims are part of the societies, and the kind of reason why we have the false images given by stupid surveys with small numbers of women, small numbers of sort of respondents, is because people are very confident about their position in Britain, and they're talking from one which is to say that, you know, we are British and we have these opinions, but they are global opinions. They're not separate from, you know, just because that you are British, as British Muslims. So I just want to say, you know, I don't want to waffle on, I just want to say thank you very much for having us. It's a great privilege to be here with you, and thank you for doing this, because these are the kind of work that we need to see in the open arena, and a lot more. And I know from having meeting and talking to some of you that we are going to hear a lot more about you and your leadership. So thank you very much, and thank you for having us.
I've got to first make a confession. I'm an LSE reject, so I should get in if I didn't get in. But first, my personal angle on this goes back to 7th of July. I was quite used to people asking me where I was from, and I'm quite happy to say Paddington, the part of London I grew up in. And when people wanted to know a bit more, I'd quite happily say Bangladeshi, my ethnic origin. But it was only after those events that people asked me for the first time whether I was a Muslim or not. And with a name like mine, I can't be anything else. But I mean, and that's actually started a process of education both for wider British society as well as Muslims ourselves here in the UK. The subsequent events on the 7th of July and the rhetoric from America of us and them have made a world where things like this have become more important. I would say, unfortunately, but I think we've got to seize the opportunity to learn more about each other's differences culturally and religiously. I think in London we're quite unique. We're just beating New York now in financial services, but we also beat New York on a number of other fronts, in ethnic diversity, for example. When they brag of 200 languages spoken in New York, we've got 300 languages spoken here. The diversity that we take for granted, you don't see in many parts of the world, and I think many of the foreign students that come to the LSE probably appreciate that more than anywhere else. They can all find a home here somewhere apart from the LSE. I hope actually the week goes successfully. I may find occasion to come along here and discover bits of Islam that I haven't myself, but be safe in the knowledge that London's a home for everyone, and it will continue to be under the leadership of the Mayor, Ken Nicholson. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the invitation, and again, like others, I think this is a great initiative. I'm speaking later on this week at the launch of the European Union's Year of Equal Opportunities, and what I've been asked to talk about is the importance of diversity, given that had we got the Constitution, the theme is supposed to be unity and diversity. And I think people have been saying that London's universities have a great deal to offer there in terms of how people of different backgrounds, different faiths, different cultures, different lifestyles actually begin to communicate with each other, to recognise what's different, but more importantly to recognise what we have in common. And that's why I think starting with the word Salam, with the word peace, is something which is a common desire amongst, I would hope, the vast majority of the world, even if some have a strange way of showing it by bombing mothers. But that desire for peace, for protecting the world that we have, the world that we need to share together in harmony, is extremely important. So thank you for this initiative. Thank you for the opportunity to be here, and it will go well. You know, thank you.
Okay,
I'd just like to thank all of our speakers. Everybody's got their tickets. I'm going to start asking you to get into your formations of the words. They should be behind you if you look down on the floor. Do you have somebody get into Mr. Howard Davies a ticket? 3, 2, 1.
That's it, it's done.